Hey everyone, it's me, Prince Caius here, and this is What If Deku Had a Copy Quirk Part 3. And I hope you enjoy this one, but the person who's saying, what if Deku had 10 quirks, tell me all the quirks again, and I'll do it as soon as possible. And 3, 2, 1, intro. Time for the USJ arc. Everything happens the same until Deku starts to punch the Nomu while starts to punch the Nomu. While Deku was fighting the Nomu, he was using blue flames on his whole body and 100% of One for All and a speed quirk and hardening quirk. Kirishima's quirk, basically. While fighting the Nomu, then the Nomu grabs Deku, but Deku teleports away with the Nomu, and he teleports to the sun and starts to beat up the Nomu while he's inside the sun. The Nomu is getting destroyed, and Deku teleports back and takes all of the Nomu's quirks and throws him down to the ground. All of a sudden, All Might arrives and sees Deku teleporting everywhere with burn marks on his whole body. And but he starts to heal very fast. But Deku is, was getting, he was teleporting away so he can create some clothes for himself. Thankfully, it saved him because he was in the sun. So, everything does happen the same after that because, every single villain gets arrested besides two villains, Tomura and the teleportation guy. I don't remember his name anymore. When Deku was about to leave school, Toga walked with Deku to his house. When Deku got home, he tried to tell her to go away, but she walked into his house and then told Inko if she could stay there, because she didn't have anywhere to go that night. Inko told her that she could stay here if she wanted. Deku then eats as fast as possible and then went to his room and teleported to Mars and slept there by making an air bubble around his whole body. Toga slept on Deku's bed. When Deku woke up, he teleported to Bakugo's house. When Bakugo was eating, that's when he teleported to Bakugo's house when he was eating, and Bakugo asks why Deku is there. Deku then tells him what happened last night. Bakugo laughed and called him a loser. Then Deku grabs Bakugo's toast and then teleports away. He teleported to Shoto Todoroki's house and ate with him and told him what happened, and then left for school. So now it's time for the USJ arc. Not the USJ arc, the UA festival. Sorry. A few days go by and Deku gets first place Deku does get first place in the race by teleporting to the finish line, and got first place in the cavalry battle by flying around and teleporting around, so he doesn't have to do anything. Deku versus Shinso. Deku waits until Shinso talked, and then used Deku then used Shinso's quirk against him and made him leave the ring. Then Deku won the battle, obviously. Deku versus Shoto Todoroki. Everything happens the same. Shoto Todoroki was using his blue flames, though, and his ice cold ice. But Deku used Eraserhead's quirk on Shoto Todoroki, then fights Todoroki with no quirk besides Eraserhead's quirk, and won by knocking him out. Deku versus Bakugo. Deku waited until Bakugo flew at him with revenge of being alive and taking his toast a few days ago. While Bakugo is yelling that he's going to kill Deku because he stole his toast, Deku then teleports and starts to use a new quirk, Blood Control. Deku made Bakugo fall down from not having any blood go to Bakugo's brain, just for a few seconds, okay? So it doesn't kill him. Then stops using all the quirks that he was using. Well, he wasn't using any quirks besides teleportation and blood control, and left while telling the audience and everyone that Bakugo is passed out, and Deku got first place. Bakugo got second, and Shoto Todoroki got third. When Deku went home that day, he told his mom about all of his new quirks he got that day, and Inko told Deku to use the blood, do not use the blood one, only if the situation calls for it, like a stronger person with a stronger quirk than his. Deku promises Inko that he won't use it unless it's necessary. Deku and Inko eats dinner. When Deku walked in his room, he saw Toga coming out of the window, and then grabs her and changes her personality. Deku finally figured out how to change people's personalities. Toga asked if Deku wanted to go out with him on a date. Deku then accepts, and then Toga used the door to leave, and Deku shut the window. What do you want to know about the personality he changed? Was the stalker thing, and her being more confident. Deku then teleported to middle of the. He teleported himself in the middle of a black hole, and somehow started to get new quirks somehow. Like quirks from the past and the future. And tell me what he should get. Deku then flew around the galaxy for a few hours and then teleported back to his home and went back to bed. And I'm gonna actually leave it off of here, everyone. So I hope you all enjoyed. This is a short video, yes, I know. I'm posting 2 videos and I'm needing to type Captain Deku for the next part. So tell me what he should get, the ones from the future and the past. So I hope you enjoy. So 3, 2, 1, outro.